Bit of a cigarette burn in the headstock. Gonna have to redo that Squier logo. Serial number on the back. Indonesia. This one looks alright, probably just a polish. I have to finish that zebra wood neck. Fits perfectly like a glove. A few scratches in the back here, but this is not a standard size neck plate. I'll probably have to plug these holes and re-drill them. Nice wingay stripe at the back of this zebra wood neck. Really good. Lots of dust and sanding dust. It looks like this body actually has a maple veneer on top. And originally these custom Telecasters were black. So the body started out with the veneer on top and they just like painted straight over the top of it at the fender factory. Is the body all prepped for refinishing? I do need to fill in some of these marks here with some green filler, just so we can get a uniform surface. Lots of knocks all over the body. And then here on the zebra wood neck, I've just masked off a bit because the fitting's really tight. And even you look on these Squier ones, the neck joint isn't finished, so hopefully that'll all fit nice. He's after sanding the headstock, putting the decals back on, getting rid of that cigarette burn mark. This is after the first coat. Next I had a go at finishing the zebra wood neck. So this is the first coat of sanding sealer and Crimson Guitars finishing oil. This is after the body is filled. And I used toothpicks to fill in the deeper holes so they wouldn't get lots of paint in them. This is the Rust-Oleum black gloss undercoat. Went on quite well and was reflective and glossy. I probably could have polished it a bit more to get a smoother surface. This is the first coat of the gold pink flip-flop paint. This is a Tamiya paint. Comes in very small cans, and it does require a black undercoat to show the flip-flop effect. So if you had used a white undercoat, it would just appear pink. This is after the neck is finished on the zebra wood, and I'm just going to be polishing the frets and making sure they're all good. Fret polishing, so this is fun. The zebra wood guitar has a flatter radius and bigger frets than the Squier. And there they are side by side. I use car polish on the maple fretboard to take out any discolorations. And then I also use the car polish on the oiled neck just to take off any high spots and get a smooth finish. Then I wax the necks with car wax. There were some areas of the Squier that had either not been painted properly or had been scratched off, or I'd accidentally touched them with my gloves and caused the paint to come off. So I had to remask these areas, re-undercoat them and then recoat them. You can see a sort of drippy area here where the spray gun has come out. It wasn't warm enough on this day for the paint to flow properly, and so there's been a sort of splatter effect as it's come out of the paint tube. So after this day I had to put my spray can in some warm water to get it to work properly. Here's me filling the Bacchus Tele with some oak dowel, and that's to create some new holes to fit the new custom guitar research neck plate. Tone Brothers. This is a 2mm one, which is brass, even though it looks chrome. Here's the neck after the fitting. And here is fitting the pick guard just after I put the Damasio True Velvet Tee in the neck. This is after about 10 coats of clear. It's looking beautiful. The issue is very sticky, so it hasn't really gone off, so I'm thinking of using a polisher to just knock off the sticky part. I'll lay some wax down with a thing, but this has had plenty of time to dry. You can almost see my reflection in it from up close. Very tough to see though, but overall, happy with that paint job. Oh my god, this is the worst to polish. This is after it's super polished with the drill and everything. Yeah, it just got insanely sticky, and then you see that there's like very little shine on it, even when I get close. So it's not like a 2K or a good finish. It's very hard to get a consistent shine, but I am done with this project. I'm done with this body. I'm just peeling off the paint tape and seeing what we've got to work with. Still a bit of sawdust in those holes, so we need to pick that out. This tape held up really well. I'll say that it does a much better job keeping a line with spray paint than it does with stain. Some of my other projects you can see on my channel, you can see where a couple of times it's ruined my stain line just because it's seeped inside or whatever. But when you're shooting something over the top, it worked really well. I have to keep this neck pocket unfinished. I didn't want to have to sand it back or anything. The back end, I think. So I'm just gonna have to go around and pull out all these things with all the matchsticks and stuff with pliers. I'll be done. Gold, pink. Good. Time for final assembly on the Squier custom Telecaster. Placed the tuners already. Then the space for a P90, so I've got a Gotoh old one P90 to go in the neck. I've got a pre-wired 4-way plate, and the input jack's going to be replaced with a gold Switchcraft stereo one. Here's the old input. I'll just take the bucket thing off here. Bridge pickup. It's going to be an Air T. Bridge will be changed to a Gotoh 6-way adjustable. I'll be putting in some new gold ferrules on the back. Kept the original neck plate. Didn't see it worth upgrading to a gold one of them. Here's how that masked off area looked at the back. And here is me having a bit of a fiddle on the guitar before I send it off to my luthier just for a final check over. Nothing was really wrong with the guitar at this stage, just a few noisy positions, and I was also waiting on a pick guard. When the pick guard arrived, it was fine, except it was for a 21 fret neck, so I did have to adjust it with my Dremel to make sure the P90 fit, and also to make sure it fit and lined up with the holes. Here's the final pick after some modifications, and I just had left to do the screws. And here's the final pick of them side by side, ready to get the final check over by my luthier and make sure all my dodgy wiring is correct.